Stay tuned for a special surprise treat that I didn't even think I was going to do. February 15th. Can you believe it? In the middle of February, the month of love, Valentine's Day. Oh my goodness, well, that was yesterday. Today I want to do things a little different because I've been working on all kinds of projects around here. I'll walk a little bit through the gardens, but I've been working more on the deck. I don't even know where Zoe is. Oh, there you are. What did you find? She's looking. And I'm trying to get the birds fed. I'll tell you, I've been working on different fountains that you've never seen before. I'm also trying to keep the birds fed for seed because they may not be able to find enough. So we've been just loading up the seed, and the hummingbirds are unbelievable. The more feeders I put out, the more birds arrive. So as far as gardening outside, all I'm doing right now is propagating and thinking about what I'm going to grow. And I am starting pepper seeds right now. I will say, I love this. I just got the small rake. And this is not sponsored in any way. I haven't sponsored anybody. This is not sponsored. This is something I saw online. It's a metal rake. The handle's metal. You can make it the size you want. And I'm raking up all the seed. And let me tell you something. I'm growing milkweed in them. It's working beautiful. So I rake this all up, put it in a pot, stick some milkweed in, and it grows. So I'll get this all cleaned up. But we're trying to get these feeders ready to be moved because we have a big rainstorm coming in. So we got to be ready for that, which is going to be loving to the plants. All these plants, look at the fig tree in the back, is starting to burst into life. Oh, not starting. We got big leaves and figs already on there in the middle of February. So we'll just kind of walk through here quietly. And like I said, I am working on different propagating. I'm propagating back here blanket flower and different plants. I'm using my plastic flowers to protect the small young plants, and boy, does that work. So you'll see a whole lot more that way. I used to use flags and whatever I had and put up drapes, and I'm done with all that. Now I'll be using something else that looks pretty. This is something that's going to have to be taken care of fairly quick. I'll get through here with you. If I don't cut that down soon, see how it's tipped? It's going to go. And Gary keeps telling me, well, we can just chop it. Oh, I'm taking off cuttings. I've got tons that can be taken off, and they're nice and straight. I took one off down there, and it's actually looking good. You may think it looks a little droopy, but let me tell you something. I think that one's going to take. I'll probably put a few more through there, and then at some point, I'm going to compost it, which the plants are going to love. But it is like a jungle. A lot of stuff's got to be cut back. The Mexican sage definitely has to be cut back because it's coming up all new in the center. I mean, we'll be getting in the spring in a month. And that means all these plants and flowers are going to burst into flowers. Speaking of flowers, look at the broccoli. Flowers. So I'm going to have to start really getting serious on trimming a lot of this back, which is going to be great. Making compost tea, which I'm doing here, and start feeding the dickens out of some of these plants so they'll flower. The lemon verbena looks sad. It does this every winter, and then it will come back in the middle of spring. So we'll just have to wait on that. And then this is all, what you see here is tree colored. Kind of wild. I know I told you a year ago I was going to take this out. I don't have the heart to take it out. It dropped here on the ground, coming from that 18-gallon tote under there. You can see the original trunk. It was here. It was about 15 foot tall. And then the top part went and the piece fell to the ground, just a branch. And now I've got all this tree colored here coming out of this one piece that hit the ground. See? It's going in all different directions. It's really fabulous. So I just don't have the heart to take it out yet because I want to get more going, and then everything's wet. And then I can go ahead and plant more and compost it. I've got more that I stuck around there of dragon fruit pieces, and they're starting to take and grow. I don't know if that was good, but this whole backside could be ending up being dragon fruit too. And here I'm getting very close to topping it. Now I may, in between the pots, I might go ahead and use some of the bird seed. It doesn't matter if some of it grows, and pull it out. It will be fertilizer, and it will be green compost, basically. You pull it out and take it and just drop it back. This is all tomato plants. See this? All this is, see the tomatoes? That's what this is. Tomato plants growing on their own. This is just bird seed growing back here and different weeds. But back here is tomato plants. This is all tomato plants. Theoretically, I could grab a couple of those, get them in pots, because leaving them in a cluster, they don't grow that good. They just sit. Some of them will grow or the strongest will take off, but I could grab a couple of them out. That one I just pulled out looked like it was yellow pear because I saw a little bit of yellow pears, tomatoes in there. And then here's another cutting I put here. Look how big it got. Look at the size of the leaves. Is that not massive? And that's growing in this container that was put here next to this one to help water and feed the papayas years ago. Look at that. I'm going to have papayas fairly soon. I haven't covered them, but nothing's really in the yard bothering anything right now, so I might leave it. This leaf could go. I don't like pulling them. Just if it comes loose, no. It might be protecting and sheltering the plant. So I leave them until it's ready to come off on their own. A little tug. If it doesn't come off with a little tug, I leave it. And then that one, I don't know what's going to be with that one, but it's flowering already in the back. You can probably just barely see it. And then here is where I'm going to propagate, but I think I'll take my flags down and change that up. And there's, look at this. I did plant these, but boy, did they come out tiny. These are zinnias, and there was a whole bunch of little ones I grabbed and put in here, and they just flowered. And then this is a geranium, a scented geranium, and it's supposed to be carrot scented, and I'm telling you, it really is. It is. And look at the citrus. All the new growth growing. So we're going to kind of make this short because it's the shortest month of the year. And we're going to continue our walk, and we'll just do a quick walk around here because it's actually been a month of rest. Oh, I'm laughing, a month of rest. A month of taking care of hummingbirds, taking care of all the birds, and then just kind of grooming the garden, not because I want it to look good, because I want every leaf that is starting to come off. So this starts to come off. I don't want this to decay on the ground. It can, but just falling on the ground and decaying there isn't doing me any good. What this does is give me free soil if it decays where I want it to decay. And if I don't have a place, just drop it in a bucket and go back and get it later, because it doesn't matter if it's green, yellow, or brown. As long as I put it where I need to plant, it will give me soil. All right, let's go take a walk through the back before the sun comes completely up. So let's kind of walk through here quickly. Any deer? Nope, not this morning. I have worked on a couple totes, but nothing spectacular, so we're going to skip through here because I'm going to empty a few of these totes here and get rid of the milkweed. This one's done, but this can be moved. I think you saw that 2 weeks ago. The pepinos will be okay. The tomatoes are starting to take off. I'm going to groom this, and we're going to keep this. A lot of milkweed in separate containers layering, but it's going to be moved. And then I'll work on all this here. The pizza garden I'll work on later on because herbs, it's just too cold for them. I got a little bit of the basil still left. Some of the mint's making a comeback. We'll see how that goes. And then let's see here. Nope, that's about it. The dog kennel, I did a whole video on that the other day, and I'm going through all your comments, and some of you have sparked something I had forgotten about or was thinking about. So I may end up doing it a little tiny bit differently than what I said, though I still will be putting a door in the middle. This is what I was telling you. I've been grabbing out, see the bird seed? Now this I planted here. That's not bird seed. That's a different type of weed that the birds eat. But see the bird seed in there? I've been shoveling it up in big containers and then putting milkweed in there that's growing all over here. It's doing fabulous. So all the bird seed is decaying down and I can use it for soil. I probably will use it in some of my totes because we're going through so much. Look, I don't know if you can see the nasturtiums on the hillside. Let me zoom in for a minute. Look at that. They're coming up everywhere. Just amazing. So what we're going to do is keep walking because there's nothing new here. Listen to the birds. This is someplace I like to come sometimes and just sit still. It's only been a day or two. Brassicas, I'll tell you something. I test seeded some squash in here a week ago. It's not coming up. It's still too cool at night. So no squash yet. Potatoes, good thing you can plant even now, and we're going to hit 40s next week at night. We've got different things growing in here. And I will tell you what is coming up. Oh, is that Notch? Notch! There's our pet rabbit. Hold on. It's not, she's actually not a pet. Look at her. You know she's got to be at least 5 years old. Let me see if that's her. Yep, see her ear? It's her left ear. It's the same cut. It goes down and splits down. She's an old lady already, because normally in the wild, they only last about 2 years. We've had her now for 5 years, I believe. So I don't want to bother her. That's why she's tame. You can see my shadow. She's not going to leave. She knows us really, really well. She was raised in the bird garden on her own. That's where she lived until she came out here when she was older. And she's had multiple babies. All right, so this is the butterfly garden here. And this is where I'm growing mustard. And then I've got the avocado tree, which is not going to throw fruit because it's, well, first of all, it's in a tote. And the other thing is it's come up from seed, so it would take about 7 years or so. Got Malabar spinach still growing in here, tomatoes that were left over growing in here, celery, eggplant. That eggplant was yellow and bitter. I haven't pulled it because the monarch butterfly caterpillars hide in it. And then they go to the milkweed and feed. So right now I'm going to leave it. Oh, I don't know where Notch went. She was just here. And then I've got different things, like this is gonna go. That was my red Swiss chard. It's kind of died back, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Got green, I'm gonna get new Swiss chard growing. Oh, there's a wren. The wrens come through. Yeah, I have no idea where Notch went. She was here a second ago. She's probably underneath something. She may live here. And maybe she's got babies already. She's had babies every year. All this will be redone. I've got nasturtium in there. I'll probably leave that. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit. It does change the sound when I zoom in because I'm not mic'd. All this will be done. It's not done at all. And nothing will be saved here. That celery, I'll get that out. I might save the green sorrel because it's really happy there. So I can put layers in there. I'll put something else in there. But this has to be done. I'm waiting. I'm testing seeds outside. If the seeds I put out, it's gonna out-scream me. Isn't that beautiful? If the seeds I put out here aren't growing, then I know it's not ready, because I can take seedlings, put them out here, and they're just gonna sit. Haven't done anything with the chair garden. We'll just make a quick circle. Let me widen this. Nothing new. Oh my goodness, that wasn't there yesterday. Look, 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 the nectarine. I never trim this. I was going to give this a good trim. There's more there. The nectarine is starting to blossom. They won't be ripe until June, but I still have a bag in the freezer. This is the best tasting nectarine. It's freestone, so when you cut it, it comes away. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting for me. All the ginger and turmeric, we're just waiting. I haven't even harvested all, but I've got a table ready to go when I want to plant. I've been checking it. Nothing's rotted, so that was a good thing. I don't know if my apple trees will ever throw a blossom. No, I'm sure at some point, maybe, but these were seedlings, and that's the problem when they're not grafted. In other words, when you graft something, you're putting on an older plant onto a younger plant. So naturally, these take, a friend of mine said close to 10 years on his, and now he's getting the best apples, but we'll see what happens. I've got, what, 1, 2, believe it or not, there's one in there, 3 among the pomegranate, 4. And there was another one. Oh, there it is. It got chewed down by a deer. 5. There were 5 apple trees here. Nothing new in here. I still get broccoli. I got to get the cannas out. I still get brassica. It's so beautiful out here. And then this, you probably remember a couple years ago, Gary filled this up with weeds. It looked like that one over there that's got the cardboard wrapped around, and the seeds fell in there and grew. It's still growing. And this gives me plenty of meals. All different Swiss chard came up in there. It's decayed all the way to the ground. Remember, the weeds were all the way to the top. Now it's all the way down to the ground, and I don't think it would grow much next year. It's kind of depleted, but right now I'm getting plenty out of there. Look at all the pot marigolds. Can you see all them down there? They grew in here. I threw some seeds, I think, in here. So I don't know if I planted them. I didn't throw a pot marigold. What I threw, oh, look at the rat. It's a pear. I love this. But I threw some wild seed in here, flower seeds, and one pot marigold came up. I don't know where the plant came from. Could have been from birds, or it could have been from that package. But it grew in there last year, and now they fell down there, and they're all growing. I'm going to remove some of those and plant them. You know what? Let's do something I haven't done before. I really want to keep this short. Do I ever keep it short? Oh, look! The pomegranates already! You know, I have to tell you, it's been very strange, but we have not had in this area, you know, I mean, Northern California is different, but where we are in Southern California, we didn't have a true winter. So I don't know what's going to be. Some plants will do fabulous, and then you'll have some plants that will do terrible. All right, so let's go ahead and see if I can do this without breaking my neck. I don't have a hiking stick or anything. I'm going to go down real slow, and we're going to walk down and just look at Gary's garden. I know he's been working, so let me concentrate. I wonder what kind of weed that is. And oh look, there's still some baby cannas under there I can get. Those are the plants, hold on, see? That I pulled out and put in the totes that managed to break my totes because they get so big. All right, let me get down here very slowly and carefully because I don't know if we have loose rocks. Like all my footage, it's pretty much raw and uncut. I do love doing drop-ins because I am like a photographer. I've always got a camera with me taking pictures. But we made it down. Look at that. I told Gary, if I don't come in for breakfast in an hour, that means my phone went flying and I can't call you, come look for me. So we made it down here. We've had baby rabbits in here before. You'll see them come out in the spring. And this is the backside of the garden. There's the backside of the bird garden, and this is the backside. Oh wow, that's a big castor bean. That's the backside of the rainbow garden. And there's the junk pile that Gary's going through and telling me, pick out what you want so I can get rid of things. Here's the wood he chopped up years ago. Let's keep going. This is beautiful. Now this gets a lot of sun. At some point, I mean, we don't need any more gardens. But if we wanted to at some point, if he can bring water down here, which he could do, he's moved it all over the place. This could be a massive garden all through here. Because look we're early in the morning. You saw I had barely any sun up there, probably due to some of the pine tree, but here it's sunny. Look at all the sun. And looking at the sky and where the sun is, this would have sun all the time. So this is something we've known to think about, but we don't need it. It depends on if you wanted to do something special. Maybe make a big cornfield. I don't know. Maybe rent out a lot so somebody can come down here and grow where they can't grow. I mean, there's a lot of different options. But this is a beautiful area. And there's my hidden garden or secret garden back there. But I really can't get back there safely right now. And Gary's going to put some, layer in some soil so I can get back there and plant again. That's in the very back behind the wall. I can zoom in for a minute. So we'll see how it goes. Look at all the flowers growing already. I haven't been down here in months. Look at that. The raven's calling. I have not been down here. I don't think he's down here. He's doing whatever he's doing early in the morning. Like you said, the sun is coming up. It's above the trees now. This is the gully here, which is beautiful. Look at this. I really do need to get down here more. You know, it wasn't that bad. I worry about slipping down the hill. But it wasn't a bad walk. And there's Gary's garden. We are now down in Gary's garden. Now, why don't I come down? You saw the hike. It's a hike, and I've got so many gardens. Now, why do I have so many gardens? First of all, I enjoy it. And if I was out, oh, Gary is down here. We're going to have to go look. I enjoy it, but I also like doing different things to give you ideas on how you can grow things. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I may show you things that I like to buy, and that's up to you. But I'm growing in all different methods. I am so happy he's down here because he told me he wasn't coming down here. There he is. Now, he's not Mike because this is totally unplanned like usual. We will do something soon. We've got a big rainstorm coming in. Oh, he's got his... Oh, that must be the one I got and I didn't use, that trough. He was going to do it. Look at all the trees. This is where he's taking down the trees. You can ask him. Here's, see the cannas? The seeds will turn brown. Okay, I gotta watch. This has got a lot of stuff. So these are the trees he's taken down. He's not taking them to the ground. He's just trimming the top. These are gorgeous. But he said he needs more sun in this area. Don't leave! See what he's done? I'm going to trip on all the branches down here. So he's taken all this down to create sun in here. That much I know. He'll explain it in his own garden tour. Because there he's got the jackfruit, passion fruit, ubes. They have completely covered everything. And so he's got a shaded garden, which works for a lot of stuff. Hold on, I'm all twisted in branches. It works for a lot of stuff, but not for everything. And then he's opened it up for his bananas. Let me see, where's the... We'll go through here. We're not going to stay down here long. Oh. Okay, I did get through here. We've got to keep the gates closed. Otherwise, he'll get rabbits in here. He doesn't want rabbits in his garden. You're not Mike, so anything you say, they can't hear it. I didn't know you were going to be down here. Wow, I haven't been down here in months.
Yeah, it's been a few months.
It has been. So it's different. Oh, you've got the black cobra. I've lost all mine. Well, that is mine, isn't it? No, that's one of your babies, isn't it? I love those peppers. Oh, you only use one. We'll get you mic'd up maybe after the rainstorm because I would like to come through here and ask you what you're doing because I know, oh my gosh. You do know they'll decay in the ground and they'll grow. Oh my goodness, those are the fig leaf gourd. Oh, they're already producing fruit.
Yep.
Wow. It's a shame I don't have a mic. And every time I zoom in and out, it changes. There's the bird garden up there. It changes the mic. This is just, I wasn't even planning on doing much in here. So all these will grow back, you think soon?
Yeah, they'll grow back really fast. I just wanted to get the height down so that this area here will be in full sun. The rest of my garden's shaded now, or part shade. So I want to grow sun-loving plants out here.
Are you done, or are you still taking down some of those trees?
Well, I'm done to the height. I might shape them a little bit, and I'll leave what you see I'll be leaving, because that protects my garden from the draft. A little bit more work to be done there. And I'm getting ready to fill my bathtubs, so I'm getting my soil together. So I've got some clay, and I just need to mix in some broken down wood chips and some compost, and then I'll fill the bathtubs.
Oh my goodness, peas? I haven't even planted any yet.
Yeah, these are my green peas. I've got my artichokes planted in here, which you can't really see, the young artichokes, but they're starting to form pods already. So these are green peas. Alaskan peas. I bought them as Alaskan peas, but they are green peas.
Are you using those aquariums?
I was using them to cover this.
Okay.
When it got cold.
No, I just had an idea for something, but if you're using them, I need one. I'm looking for, you know what? I'll find an aquarium. It's just something, I didn't even know they were here. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to step into your garden for a minute because this is not a garden tour on yours. I just wanted to take a walk and do something completely different. Okay, so you still have the papaya growing there. That should make a comeback in the spring, you think?
Yeah, that's going to make a comeback. It's an older papaya. I haven't really done much with it.
Wow. Is there anything you want to show us before we wrap it up? And I do want to come back after this rainstorm goes through. I think they're saying 3 days of pouring rain, and then come through here. I haven't been here. I don't even know the last time I walked down here in let's see, I'm trying, October? Holy mackerel.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some greens together for breakfast, so I guess we can just walk through and...
All right, you close the gate behind me, or I can close the gate either.
This I leave open now.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't even know that.
But I've got nasturtiums and just grabbed just different flowers. So I grabbed nasturtiums. I've got 2 types of cannas. This is Canna edulis. I've got the red form and the yellow form.
You're eating the flowers?
Yep.
Okay. You put that on the tortillas in the morning?
I put that on the tortillas.
He puts it on his.
So I just
I'm very
chop it up
basic.
finely, mix it together, and then put it on the tortillas.
Now the Swiss chard is something you should bring in a lot of. Not maybe now, but for dinner when you come down here later. I love Swiss chard, and it grows down here so good. Look at this. All right, we'll walk through on another day. This is a total jungle. Not only do you have the gack fruit and the passion fruit shading, but you've also got the dragon fruit.
Yeah.
And then you got the ubays that come up later. So everything is shading. This is all passion fruit here, right?
Yeah, this is all passion fruit here, and gack fruit's further in.
Wow.
That's why I want that more sunny, because this is where I was growing my artichoke, but it's too shaded now.
All right, I'm not going to walk all the way through here, but this is beautiful. Okay. No dragonflies yet.
No, not yet. Just the nymphs are in the ponds. But what I'll do is I'll clear it so we can walk through, because right now there's a lot of dripping hazards. I know where everything is, but to make it easier to walk through.
Okay, well, I could walk through, but the thing is, then it's going to get too long, and I would really want to have you mic'd if I walk through. Otherwise, they can barely hear you. Wow. And the passion fruit doesn't die back in the winter? It just stays green all winter?
Yeah, it just stays green all winter.
Because I know it's always green here, but I wasn't sure. And what about the gack fruit? I wasn't sure what was staying green.
Well, because we've had a mild year, the gack fruit hasn't really died back either.
Mild year. You know, my nectarines are in flower.
Yeah, and my apple trees, they didn't lose their leaves. This one had a few flowers on it the other day. I guess they got knocked off. So this held onto its leaves all winter.
That looks like it might flower.
Yeah, that looks like a flower coming on.
Oh, there's flowers there, pink.
Yep.
I see them back there. All right, well, I'm going to let you go make breakfast. I'm going to wrap this up. Maybe I'll let you say goodbye, because this was something I didn't plan. No, I'll let you wrap it up. So I hope you enjoyed this, something different completely. We will come down and do a full garden tour, and I will have him mic'd so you can hear him. It's no fun when you can't hear him. And that's it. So now we're down below, and this is why I don't come down here, because I have so much work to do up there with the hummingbirds and all the gardens. It literally is a full day job, and you can just barely see the hummingbirds through there, up on top there. So he comes down here and does his thing, and I do my thing, and sometimes he helps me water if I can't get to all the watering. But all in all, everything works out. So with that, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to eat what you grow, and you can say it too.
Yeah, with that, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a wonderful day. And again, happy Valentine's Day. Late, but it's for the whole month. It's the month of love. I think I'm stuck. I don't know how to get out of his garden. Everything's overgrown. Oh, he's got more black cobra. Hold on. I'm going to take one of these. Does he have any dried up ones? He does. I'm going to grow some of these. I'll put it in my pocket. I want to grow black cobra again. I gave him mine. That might be the original plant. All right, let's see if we can get out of here. Wow. Wow. Okay, we have to do a garden tour separate. It's going to be a nightmare to get out of. Oh, no, we're good. You know, he built these stairs from scratch. Everything was built from scratch. All this was built. He got all these poles that were being thrown out, and he built the entire thing from scratch. Is this not beautiful? This is where I need a chair. Make this, get a little table and chair here. Sit here. Look at all the elephant food. He planted all that too. All that elephant food. The first thing he did when we got that property, years and years ago, is there was a couple little pieces around here and he just stuck them everywhere, and he's got a hillside. And in case of anything, it's edible. It's very nutritious. Some countries use it for animal feed. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. All right, let's get out of here before we're stuck. This trail too he put in. This wasn't here. Put the trail in so we can go in and out. There's the elephant food. All this was not here. Look how much he just chops and drops on the ground when they get in the way. Here's the other stairway he built. He built all this. There's a path there too. I've done that before. Look at this. And then the top there is all passion fruit and jack fruit. That's why he had to open up the other side. And his bananas needed more light too. Oh, wow. And that is all elephant food. He tried to get rid of as much as the jade plant as possible. Jade plant is not edible. It's toxic, so you don't eat that. There's a little bit back there. But this is all completely edible. And then you got all these millions of stairs that go up. And that's the bird garden down there.